Hi, my beloved family. Today, I would like to talk about sisterhood because it hurts my heart that we are so hateful toward one another when we have enough enemies as it is. And y'all know that. We have always been placed at the bottom of the potentate for whatever reason, right? Well, the main reason is we fell from grace, but I'm not going to get into that right now. What I want to discuss is that we have other people mistreating us, but we mistreat ourselves. And we're adding to the hurt, and we don't get it. Sisterhood to us means nothing. We fight against one another. We're jealous of one another. We're envious of one another. We're hateful toward one another. We're too prideful to apologize, to admit we were wrong. And our sisterhoods are crumbling when we need one another more than ever before. More than ever before. And I was thinking about this young lady on my job. I'm sitting in my car during my lunch break, minding my business, trying to enjoy my little break, eating my food, and I have to overhear her disgusting conversation. What she was discussing was fighting over some man, and the man wasn't even hers. The girlfriend was expecting a baby from this man, and this young lady was talking about kicking the baby out of her stomach. And this is the kind of foolish things we like to talk about. We think this is conversation worthy. We think it's okay to open up our mouths and say something so despicable. You talking about murdering an innocent baby based on some dude that don't even belong to you, that you're angry because his girlfriend is saying something to you, or if she keep looking at me a certain way, I'm gonna kick that baby out of her stomach. How dare you? And what's sad is that there are plenty of women that have the same mentality. We want to fight over somebody else's man. That girl was with that brother first. You come in as a third party, maybe fourth or fifth, according to what kind of dude he is. But you knew she existed. And you talking about hurting that girl and killing her baby. And this is the kind of sad, sorry situations that occur in our community. Women fighting over a man like he's the last thing in the world. He's not. And he's certainly not worth fighting over, because any guy that wants to be with you, you won't have to worry about fighting him for no other woman. And these are the basic knowledge that we act like we don't have. Self-esteem so shot, so low in your thinking, so debased in your lifestyle, that is what you resort to. Fighting for some dude who couldn't care less about you. If you and that baby mama disappear, guess what? He's going to keep on moving on, and he's going to find him 2 more, 3 more, 4 more other willing, low self-esteem females to indulge him and feed in his ego. But we want to fight each other. We want to kill one another over some dude who's not even worth 2 cents. Our minds are so messed up. We are our worst enemy in so many ways in our community. Our brothers are killing each other. Sisters are fighting and killing each other over petty nonsense. And then we want to talk about, oh, the white man this and the white man that. Who's worse than the white man? You, us. Because what's worse than your enemy hating you? Your own kind hating you even more, doing more damage. Our mental state is screwed up, family. And it is sad. It is sad. And we think we're doing okay the way we're living. We're not checking ourselves at all. You let Satan come in and whisper nonsense in your ear, and you go off to try to fight somebody. What are you fighting for? You don't fight for what's yours. If it's yours, it would be yours with no problem. You don't have to fight for nobody or nothing that is truly yours. And we need to get it together. And again, on this YouTube, in these YouTube streets, there is, I'm going to call her young lady because y'all know how I do. A young lady who's pretty popular. She has 3 children. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to name drop because I'm not trying to get my likes and subscriptions up based on these people and their foolishness. Now, when I first ran across her, I happened to see her doing something positive, that particular video. And then I started watching her a little bit, and I found her to be funny because God gave her the gift to laugh and to sing. I mean, to make people laugh and to sing. She has gifts. But when you don't use your gifts for the Lord, honey, everything's going to crumble in your kingdom sooner or later. And she's always talking about how the Lord is blessing her. Now, the first video I've seen of hers, she was making valid points about people making, saying things about her stomach, and that a lot of us have babies, and of course our stomach is not going to be flat, and that our worth is more than what we look like. And I said, okay, that was positive. And like I said, I thought she was funny. So I watched a few of her videos. And as I'm watching a few of her videos, I saw some despicable things as a mother, as a woman, period, that should not have been displayed on a public forum. So I was like, okay, I stopped. Now, another lady comes up and she starts talking badly about that lady. She built her whole platform tearing that girl down. Now, initially, when I saw her first video, she made a lot of valid points and I was in agreement with her. But when I saw how it quickly spun out of control, and now you are becoming somewhat of a monster in your own right, because you were tearing this girl down, saying how she's a horrible mother. But as mothers, even though you may have raised your children correctly, the example you set by the things that you do, they're still watching you. And so for you to build your whole platform and start earning money off of tearing another person down, that makes you no better than her. And I mean, they have been going back and forth involving the children. There were allegations of child molestation and just all sorts of stuff. Now, don't get me wrong. Wrong is wrong. And the first lady I discussed, she is doing some shady, disgusting things, always claiming God is blessing her. God is never a part of a mess. But the second lady is claiming that she's doing right by God, that God sent her to correct that woman. Lord, people don't even know the Lord. If you knew the Lord, he would never want you to publicly embarrass another sister. That's not how he works. He did not send you. You sent yourself. That's self-idolatry. You feel like you're so much better than her that you get to criticize her, put her down, and tear her down. And you built a whole community of people, followers, to join you in that. That is so far removed from God. We are so messed up. Black women, Israelite sisters, we are messed up. And we dare say God is blessing us and that God put you up to do this and God put you up to do that. Second mama, you ain't no better than the first mama at all. You have allowed her to bring you down. You talk about her spitting, but you sitting there snorting. Your cold is always coming up in your throat. Which is worse? The things you criticized her about, you're turning into that same thing. You're calling her names. That is so childish, and you're older than her. You're older than she is. And if you say you want to be an example to her, you keep bragging about what you have and how you raised your children. That's wonderful for you. That's wonderful for you. But if you're going to give somebody a helping hand, that's not the way to do it. It almost reminds me of when you're in school and there's going to be a fight and all these people pick a side. You see the two people in the ring boxing it out and all the crowd is going to pick a side. You on this lady's side, lady number one, she got her followers. Lady number two, have her followers. Y'all are bringing all these people into your mess to see a fight. It's very childish. And y'all are making money off of it. And second lady claims that she don't need money, but you're making it. You're making it off of criticizing and putting another sister down daily. And you say you're going to keep on doing it. And you don't care what people say. That's pride. You're lacking humility. You're just like the woman that you're tearing down. You both are very prideful. You're not going to stop because now you have a crowd pushing you in the direction of hell. Whether you guys know that or not, yes, you're hell-bound with this type of wicked behavior. God didn't send you to do anything like that. That is not how he works. When you have a problem with another sister, you go to her quietly, personally, and discuss things with her, because that's what love does, right? You say you're trying to help. No, you're not. You're publicly embarrassing her. She's embarrassing herself. Yes, I get it. But you're publicly embarrassing her as well. And then you expect her to just take your advice and be a better person. She's going to be like a cat and against a wall. The cat is going to come back out clawing. So now she's attacking back. And so each time she defends herself, now you're going to defend herself and critique and criticize her even more. And it's back and forth sparring match. And her son said it best. Y'all need to be ashamed of yourself. But you're not, because you're prideful. Pride cometh before a fall, my sisters. We are a mess. And we sitting here acting like we're all that on some high horse. And don't dare put God in it. He's not in this messiness at all. He's disgusted with this disgusting behavior that you all are displaying. And I pray and hope that somehow you come across this video, or maybe you guys as followers will come across it, because I'm not going to name drop. I'm not trying to be some big time YouTuber that's criticizing my sisters. I'm just basically telling you guys what's right and what is wrong. You are wrong and out of line. This is not how we help one another do better. This is not how we encourage one another to get in a better position in life. This is not how you do it. Bragging about yourself. You don't have to brag about anything. You don't have to brag about it. Your work speaks for itself. You don't need to tell somebody that you're better than them. Because out there, somebody's a better mother than you. And would you like for that person to criticize you? Because if we're going to correct one another, we must correct one another in love. The Bible says to love thy neighbor. You're not loving your neighbor, behaving like that. Name calling like an immature child. And have your followers name calling her as well, and laughing, picking on. It does become bullying at a certain point. It's bullying to a certain extent. It is. And I'm certainly not siding with her, because she has a lot of demons that she's battling, and she is making it public. So people feel like it's my business because she's putting it out there. But if you're going to do something, do it with love in your heart, not animosity as if she personally did something to you. Now you're attacking her. Now she's attacking you. And it's just one big cat fight. But everybody's getting paid. And those of you who are encouraging this behavior, you are cooperating with their evil dealings. You are cooperating with it. And all of you are hellbound. Somebody has to say, you know what? This is not right. This is sick. As a community, we have to do better. We are supposed to be sisters, and we are the most hateful toward one another. Sad day, sad shame, disgraceful to the Father above. Y'all better stop putting his name in your mouth when you're doing filthy and unrighteous things. It's not going to fly with him. You know, you got your little followers running behind you all, amping y'all up. They're amping you up. And you coming out swinging against your sister. When you hate your sister, you hate yourself. This is a big problem in our community. And I'm praying for both of y'all. I literally pray for you all. I was watching it and I was like, this is crazy. This is really getting out of hand. This is a public forum. And y'all are going in. And there are many others who are going into. Everybody has a good point. Everybody's making valid points. Because nobody is wrong all the time. And nobody is right all the time either. But nobody is humble enough to admit to their wrongs and do things better. Everybody want to critique the other person but not see yourself. That is self-idolatry. I'm Miss Perfect. I got it going on. I don't have to change for nobody. Nobody's going to tell me what to do. You're not God. You're not God. But the people that's following you are treating you as if you are one. And you're responsible for those people, whether you want to believe it or not. They're amping you up, adding fuel to the fire, keeping this fight going. Sad, disgraceful, unrighteous, and ungodly. And all of you have children. You're making an impression on your children. You have your children siding with you in your mess, but you're criticizing the first lady. It's all wrong. It's all wrong, my sisters. It is all wrong. I'm praying for y'all that this thing ends and you find other topics to discuss. There are serious things going on in this world besides worrying about what another woman is doing. You can't control her. She has to decide that she's going to stop doing these things. The Lord has to speak to her heart. You're not the Lord. You're not her God. You cannot tell her what to do, especially if you're not doing it in a loving manner. You're hateful toward her. It's disgusting what's going on in our communities. And I was talking to a sister the other day, how people are always accusing you of trying to take their man and want to fight. We fight for everything except our soul salvation. We fight for everything except our soul salvation. Hateful, envious, mean, scornful, putting yourself up on a high horse, self-righteous. These are disgusting attributes that send people straight and direct to hell. All right, my sisters, I'm done. I'm done. Until the Most High God moves my heart to share something else. I'll see you next time. Peace, love, and blessings.